Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Bible Drills. This is something that my daughter put a seed thought in my head regarding doing a 5-minute talk from the scriptures. And I thought what we could do is drill down a little bit into a passage and find our way to understanding it and being encouraged by it and being built up in our most holy faith by these short vignettes. I want to start in the book of Mark. I've always enjoyed the book of Mark. It's a very fast-paced book, and it was definitely written with the kind of a Roman or a Gentile mindset, and it's all about Jesus. And he gives us a clue to all of this at the very beginning, and so I want to start with chapter 1 and verse 1 in episode 1 of Bible Drills. The beginning of the good news about Jesus the Messiah, the Son of God. As it is written in Isaiah the prophet, I will send my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way, a voice of one calling in the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord, make straight paths for him. I love this because Mark goes right, his actual name is John Mark, but he goes right to the point. He says, in the beginning of the good news, and truly the good news is that we do have a Messiah. We do have the Son of God who has come to us. It is good news, and most people like good news. Unfortunately, for the vast majority of people, I think, when they think of church or when they think of Christ or Christianity, they don't see it as good news. They don't hear it as good news. They see it as an interruption to their lives, or they see it as a negative aspect, maybe because of a bad experience that they've had with the church or with Christianity or with a Christian person or group. And they view these times or experiences as times when they do not see it as good news. But the good news truly is there. And if you look for it, if you search for it, it can be found. And so I just wanted to bring this forward this morning. And if you go through the book of Mark, you find that Mark often uses the words Jesus Christ or Messiah, which are basically the same terms. One is the Greek word, which is Christ, and one is the Hebrew word, which is Messiah. And the other is the Son of God. So all the way through, you find that John favors these two descriptions of Jesus. But he doesn't just do it all of, out of nowhere. He has pulled his information from the Old Testament. And I think there's good news about this because God is extending his plan to bring about a Messiah, someone who would bring good news, is on the move. And it's not something that took him by surprise, or it's not something that he kind of allowed to happen. It's a plan. And his plan has always been, right from the beginning, since Adam and Eve failed to follow his command not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Since that day, he has been making his plan. And actually, we are told even further on in the New Testament that the plan was laid down even before the foundation of the world. And so this plan is made available to us, and it's connected to the Old Testament. And when he talks about what is written in Isaiah, it's actually two prophets that are written. One is Malachi, and the other is Isaiah. And he says, I will send my messenger ahead of you. God does nothing without preparing us first. He wants you and I to know that he will prepare a way. He will make you ready for what is coming. And he always describes it to us. He always gives us enough information so that we can know and be encouraged by what we read. And then he goes on to talk about a voice of one calling in the wilderness, prepare the way of the Lord, make straight paths for him. Get ready. This is going to be good news. It's going to come to you. It's going to be the Son of God, and the actual literal Son of God is going to come. So get ready. Be prepared. This is going to be such a good thing. It's going to be a big event. And it's a little bit like announcements. When you hear an announcement is coming, that someone is going to be traveling through, this is what it's like. And he sent John the Baptist ahead of Jesus to forewarn, to prepare, to help people get ready. People get ready for the Son of God to come. And that's what he wants to do for all of us in our lives. As we go through our lives, we need to know, basically, that what is happening around us at all times, God is preparing us for what's next. He is always doing that. And this is his style. This is his style. This is his pattern. And this can bring us great comfort. Knowing that our lives are not just random. Knowing that our lives are not just sort of happy accidents happening constantly, or a series of unfortunate events, depending on how you look at it. No, God is in the business of preparing us. And so he wants us to know he is sending his messenger. He will speak to us and he will prepare us for that. So be encouraged today that God is a God who prepares us.